Basement Bookers Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Basement Bookers Podcast. It's your boy, grown adult man, Basement Jer, with the Riz's baldest man, also a grown adult man. And we're here to talk about professional wrestling, more specifically Saturday night's main event. And whatever else happens, well, happens. You see the light change. So I minimize the blinding white light of ESPN without a dark mode for their articles. What's up, man? What brings you here? What
Saturday night's
journey
main
brings you
event.
here?
Journey. I watched Saturday night's main event. I watched it. I think I watched it later Saturday because I wasn't home for the start, and the app was being stupid, so I had to wait to watch it. Watched Raw Monday, and stuff and things in between. A lot of holiday stuff happening. How about you, bro?
Wow, Rich Torres, you're so goddamn important. This is amazing. The fact that you made it here to grace us with your presence, well, you could be anywhere else. Nice for you to tell everybody just how busy you are, because that's your favorite thing to do. So,
Uh,
did you
it,
have your sour candy before the podcast, or did you forget that?
it's right here.
Yeah.
So
Why don't you just
no,
take
I'm
one
not plugging.
now?
I'm not plugging. All right, I'm taking one now. I'm taking one now. Apparently, I discovered that sour candy triggers my brain that in a way that I might help me remember things. So here goes
Yeah.
nothing.
Funny. I didn't even hear that from you, which is crazy. But anyway, let's continue on this podcast. So Rich Derez, I am here because of Saturday night's main event. I watched it live, as is custom. Finally got to watch it on my television set as opposed to my computer, because watching it on Peacock is stupid. Because if you watch it on Peacock, when there's a commercial, it says you get nothing. You get nothing. It says we'll be back shortly, and it
Yeah.
just nothing. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go watch it on TV, because it was on NBC and
Mm-hmm.
Peacock simulcasting. And yeah, a lot of things. We have today, starting with Saturday night's main event. I know I was asked a question, but really, I don't need to answer that question because everyone knows what I do. Okay, I'm here, so let's get on with it. First, I wanted to talk about something that's not related to Saturday's main event. It kind of is. We'll use it as a segue to talk about the first match. This is from Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre was on a busted open thing, and apparently, this next segment wasn't scripted, allegedly, and WWE thought it was great. And Drew is rumored to be headed towards a big 2025.
Mm.
So let's see what that comes to. And here's Drew McIntyre. Let's pray to the gods of YouTube that the next thing that I say is not just me explaining what we just saw because it was cut. So let's just see what happens.
It's really getting to me, and I hate to say this. I gave and gave and gave, and as far as in wrestling on TV is concerned, I'm going to take and take and take. Like tomorrow morning, I'm still going to be out there helping the homeless, things that really mean something to me. But when it comes to Drew McIntyre on TV, Drew McIntyre in general, I really hate to say this because I didn't believe it till the past until I saw the proof right in front of my face, the lack of contact, and the look in my family's face and realizing everything that I've missed. That I'm just going to take from now on. I'm going to leave this industry. I won't be one of those guys when I was a kid in the locker room during the Indies, so we're just chasing that last paycheck, just chasing that last shot of glory. Please remember me. When I leave, when I retire, I'll have accomplished everything. And it doesn't matter if you're Mark Henry, Billy Ray, Tommy Dreamer, Drew McIntyre, Stone Cold Steve Austin. When you're gone, they move on, they forget, and it sucks, but it's true. So as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to the internet, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. It's really getting.
Yeah. So I thought that was
Mm.
pretty. What do you think about that?
Well, first, he's pretty heated. Second of all, that was certainly Drew McIntyre. Maybe it wasn't scripted. Maybe it wasn't exactly planned, but I think there was something going in. It's like, I'm going to say something. And if you like it, great. If you don't like it, I tried something with my character. I think it is absolutely on brand for how WWE has been lately, where they are blurring the line. I like it. It was good. It really felt heartfelt. It essentially was real, but it's still going to be used for storyline.
I thought it was incredible. You know,
Mhm.
you spend your time with these people, you
Mhm.
know, time you're never going to get back. And when you're spending this time, it's great. But
Mhm.
then all of a sudden, they're just occupied by the new thing and they forget all about you, like you don't matter. And it's always, they forget you. You know, they forget you and they move on and they do their own thing, like you're fucking nothing. So I thought like Drew was coming to like a real place. And it's
Mhm.
like when he's like, it doesn't matter if you're Stone Cold Steve Austin, all these people, Bully Ray, Mark Henry, they're gone, they forget about you.
Mhm.
And I was like, I find it hard to disagree with him.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I thought it came from like a real place. And I feel like maybe it's not wrestling. You know, maybe it's like a job. You know, it's like all sorts of relationships.
Mhm.
So that all of that, even if you're not a wrestler, like that can resonate with you as a person.
Mhm.
And I think that's what I really, really liked about it. It spoke to me personally. I thought
Mhm.
it was really good. So the more of that, and I really do hope this like winds up with Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre eventually. You
Mhm.
know, it's time. Like he's going down the list. You know, you can't not go after Roman Reigns. And
Yep.
I think he's gonna get his win back.
Mhm.
Like I think that's the way it's gonna be. I don't know when, but it's coming. And it's coming hard, like a claymore.
Yeah.
Um Kevin Owens joked that he was gonna maybe steal the claymore as well,
Hmm.
because he put like basically copying homework.
Mhm.
Like he put his Kevin Owens put his head where Cody's is supposed to be, because he's going around defending the Wing Championship, and we'll talk
Mhm.
about that later when we talk about the main event.
Mhm.
And Drew McIntyre did that before with Damian Priest and the World Championship, and he's
Mhm.
like, I think the quote's like, "Can I see your homework?" or something like that. And
Hmm.
that's when KO was like, I'm thinking of you stealing using the Claymore too. I'm like, dude, I'm thinking to myself, like, you could just do a drop kick and miss, and
Hmm.
that could be your Claymore moment. And it's gonna be hilarious because you're fat. Like, because you're so much bigger. Like Drew's
Mhm.
like jacked muscle guy, and it's still kind to
Mhm.
me. Claymore is kind of crazy. When he misses it, I fucking hate it because it looks
Mhm.
so goofy when he misses
Yeah.
it. But when it
Mhm.
hits, you know, ask Brock Lesnar about that. You better ask Brock Lesnar about a Claymore. But it would be
Yeah.
hilarious if Kevin Owens' fat ass just missed a drop kick. It just looks like he's doing a Claymore.
Yeah. The Claymore when it hits, it's a great looking finisher.
Yeah, I think he should just call it the Crymore. You know, just call
Hmm.
it the Crymore.
You can rename it after the Cody Crybabies.
Sure. Yeah. So, well, speaking of which, let's get on to the Saturday night's main event. Of course, it was Drew McIntyre. Why doesn't it come up? Hello.
I
Good.
see it.
It didn't come up on mine, so it must be like a
That's
delay.
hmm.
Um, Here we are. We've got Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn. Yeah, Drew McIntyre beat the brakes off of Sami Zayn. That's the way it's gonna be. Just checking him off. He's also the Friday before Saturday night's main event crossed off Jimmy Uso,
Mhm.
who was in crutches. And to add even more just prickness, right after there's a backstage segment where what's the SmackDown? All this is talking to Bianca Belair. Listen, you're gonna have to relinquish the championship because you know you got nobody to defend it with you.
Mhm.
Naomi's like, and
I'm here. I'm glowing.
everybody's like, she did that shit. I don't think Naomi did that shit. I still think Bianca Belair somehow did that shit. Now
Mhm.
you can ask me again. Well, she was in a match. I don't know when it happened.
Right.
I mean, you could quietly toss someone onto a car. No one's gonna know. I mean, the car
Mhm.
looked pretty effed up, but whatever. They could do anything they want. Um, who knows? She might have had help. Who knows? Maybe it was
I
both
mean,
of them.
yeah, if it was 2-on-1, that's easier than just one of them.
And the point of this was Drew McIntyre was back there, and I don't know if like she's not supposed to react to that or the timing wasn't the same, like they did it at a different moment, but it seemed to be like he was just like, oh well. She didn't seem too concerned though that her man got his ass beat on crutches though. Like she didn't have anything to say about that. So you would think
Hmm.
she'd be like, what are you gonna do about this? Why are you even here? Do you go here? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's it. It's weird that nothing was said about that. Stand by
That's
your
that.
man.
That's good. I didn't pick up on that.
Of course you didn't, because how would you?
Ah.
You're probably looking down. You probably didn't even know Drew was in the shot. He didn't say anything, did he? I
Hmm.
don't remember him saying anything. Maybe he did. He was like yelling at him. He's like, "What are you doing? This is difficult for me. You're making things harder for me. You know how much paperwork I got to do."
Yeah, I don't remember it. I'm blanking.
Wow,
I got I got
maybe
to I got to eat sour stuff while I'm watching. That'll help.
you are
That's what I
gonna
got.
weigh 200 pounds.
I'm
Like
on my
you're going,
way.
you're like, I'm addicted to sour candy because I can't remember anything. Also,
Yeah,
I've got a case of the Sugarfoot.
dude.
So,
We had a holiday party today. There was a holiday party yesterday at my job.
oh yeah, you can't say Christmas party. Yeah, it's
Well,
a different kind of job.
so certainly not where I work, but
Yeah,
yeah, it was.
I
Oof.
say Merry Christmas. I don't say Happy Holidays.
If
But
I
that's in
know
regards
someone
to
celebrates
Christmas.
Christmas, I
Yeah,
will say Merry Christmas. If I don't know what someone celebrates, I'll say Happy Holidays. If I'm talking to a group, Happy Holidays.
I do Merry Christmas.
Hmm.
Because it's also like a blanket pardon. It's like, hey, Jesus, listen, they don't know, but he knows, and they're all
Hmm.
together. So let's just figure this shit out. We'll all celebrate together.
Hmm.
Who knows? Like I'm a guy who likes to cover all my bases to make sure,
Hmm.
you know, all of them. I'm like, hey, we're good, everybody. I'm just looking for second chances. Speaking of second chances, I didn't know if there's anything else you wanted to say about Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre and their little adventure together in the squared circle there.
Other than
Before we move on,
we called it because I think everyone called it.
I'm pretty sure the entire card was called correctly. That like nothing on here except for the one match that was discussed live on the show.
Hmm.
But you didn't see it, so because you don't watch the podcast, just to let you know, I like went in and put mine because I waited till after SmackDown was over to to edit the podcast in case there was anything I needed to put in. And
Mm.
lo and behold, the United States Championships final. We have a new champion. I don't remember what I said, but I'm pretty sure I picked the right person, Chelsea Green.
Mm.
She's the first ever, the youngest, longest reigning, also oldest um, United States champion in women's history.
Hmm. Congratulations. First U.S. champion is Canadian.
Yeah, I'm not the first person to say this. I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe she could be a citizen. She's married to Matt Cardona.
Could be.
Um, we accept her actually. So if she wants to be American, she can be American. If she wants to be Canadian, all right. Canada's cool. We got listeners in Canada. So,
Yep. Comfy hat.
she won. It was great. I don't know what else to really say. The next Saturday night's main event, we will have the Intercontinental Women's Championship, and there we go. Is there anything else you wanted to say about the United States Championship match? That impromptu was inserted. We will move on to the big Women's Championship. In my opinion, the only Women's Championship that should be there. But hey, whatever. They're getting more
Hmm.
women probably. We'll see how this works out.
Hope so.
It's a lot of WWE ID or whatever. All right.
Facts.
Next is the Women's World Heavyweight Championship match. Io Sky, who looked like she broke Liv Morgan's nose, but definitely didn't break Liv Morgan's nose. But,
Mm-hmm.
like Jesse Ventura says, she got hit right in the nose. Any lesser person would just crumble under that or whatever.
That's right.
I was almost Vince, but I had to.
Mhm.
When you try to do Jesse Ventura, you have to get conspiratorial. I saw them. Okay, jet fuel does not melt steel beams. So
Yeah, you gotta get that extra little rasp under there, that little lisp on the S.
regards to Ventura, like a lot of things was fine when he was doing what he was supposed to with the whole healing it up on basically letting people. We'll talk about that more about telling the Cody story. I think it was
Mhm.
good having him there
Mhm.
for that. But there's memes going around, like one where it's like they're pretending there's like Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, he was in a union with Kevin Owens. And then Jesse Ventura's like, needs a union. Famously, Ventura
Mm.
wanted to get unionization for the wrestlers, and it didn't work out too good.
Right.
But that's for another podcast. So
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
yeah, a lot of it, I was like my wife. I was here, and I'm like, this guy's cringe, man. I can't take this. Like some of the stuff, it's like, can we just, I respect it. I understand. Like I liked what they did where they had the legends and like, look, Jimmy Hart, look,
Mhm.
look,
Yeah.
and like, oh, okay, cool,
Mhm.
great nostalgia. They paved the way. We know that. We know they
Mhm.
paved the way. But we're gonna see more Jesse Ventura. Maybe in the future, definitely for Saturday night's main event. Io Sky lost. Liv Morgan, Oblivion. I don't believe she cheated. I wasn't really. I don't remember all that well, but she won. And
Mhm.
Rhea Ripley came out saying she's next. And
Yep.
Rhea Ripley is next because for the Netflix January 6th, the premiere of Netflix, we're gonna have Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. Okay, if Alexa Bliss shows up, I called it. We're gonna have Liv Morgan,
Mhm.
the other tiny blonde who, anyway, versus Rhea Ripley,
Yep.
and that's gonna be interesting.
Mhm.
Very interesting. I wonder if we'll get Becky Lynch involved somehow. Maybe she'll come back. Maybe at the end of the match, it's like I got next on whoever.
Mhm.
I don't know. Oh, it's a whole press conference thing they did that I watched some of. Is there anything you wanted to share about the Saturday night's main event, Io Sky versus Liv Morgan?
Pretty straight up, pretty much exactly as we all expected. The bloody nose at the very end there, the face to face post match, leading us into the January 6th Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan, as you said. Uh, maybe Becky, maybe someone else. I don't know. Something.
Nobody
Oh,
knows.
maybe. Oh, maybe.
Maybe Alexa Bliss.
Or maybe Charlotte.
Yeah, by the way, that is 99%. Now that you mentioned it, because she tweeted out on X, she exited, I don't know what it is. She thanked somebody, they were training in the ring.
Hmm.
And I put the Michael Scott, where it's like it's happening gif, and the quote, just and right there. And I didn't even remember that was a Charlotte Flairism back in the day. So there we
Oh,
go.
right. That was bad.
I liked it.
I did not.
It's cool when she says it. I don't
Cringe.
know. Anyway, let's move on to the triple. That's right. Whenever a woman is having a great day, a woman has done something successful and awesome, Charlotte Flair's back somehow.
Every
So
time.
it's got to be for Raw. And I think she'll be on Raw, like as a Raw superstar, along with this will segue us into the next match, Logan Paul. So Logan Paul is officially a member of the Monday Night Raw roster.
Mm. He retired, then he unretired.
Yeah, he was never retired. It's wrestling, especially when you're like
I
that
feel
young.
like, is he trying to steal Leo Rush's gimmick?
If anything, Leo Rush should have a notepad and pay attention to Logan Paul, which is sad.
Drink Prime Energy.
Never,
Write that down.
never. And speaking of Logan Paul, we have this triple threat match, which I predicted the outcome of. Like, I knew there had to be a triple threat match between
Mhm.
these guys, and I knew Gunther had to beat both of them. I knew we
Mhm.
need to beat both of them to put these guys away. Damian Priest not done with Finn Balor, the former uh, World Tag Team Champions, because
Mhm.
now the War Raiders are the Tag Team Champions. They should have been the last time they wrestled them, but that's neither here nor there.
Mhm.
I don't know why they dragged that out. And of course, they're doing, they're antagonizing him in the Judgment Day in the
Mhm.
back. Win like Finn.
Yep. See,
Again,
Finn made the mistake of coining the phrase, and now it's just getting thrown back in his face.
WWE let Carlito purchase himself because this is the second time this MF tried to play himself. And in the background, he still can't get it. They still didn't buy the DLC. Is times hard? You telling me you can't get a code?
Someone hook him up. Someone.
Hook up whoever's thing that is. Like, what are we doing? Did you get the free one on the PlayStation Store, you cheap asses? Damn.
Maybe he did.
Shit. Yeah, because for PlayStation Plus, you could get it free because it's been out long enough. Which actually
Cool.
fixed my problem. So since it's not coming off the disc, maybe there's something wrong with my disk drive or something. But now that it's reading off the hard drive, so far it hasn't crashed. So that's good news.
Good.
What do you think of this match, which was pretty cool? Gunter for the finish, he power bombed Damian Priest onto the steel steps,
Mm-hmm.
goes into the ring, torpedo drop kicks Finn Balor into the corner, and then folding him up
Mm-hmm.
like a pretzel. It just made him S his own D, and that was how you win. That is how you win. That's how winning is done.
Yep. Couple of Gunter power bombs does it every time.
He deserved it, so that's good.
I'm curious what the whole um, insecurity angle was about, and if that's going to continue. Gunter being like a little insecure in his title reign.
I think it's gone because he beat both of these guys,
Mm-hmm.
and he seemed fine. Like after, and he
Mm-hmm.
seemed fine at the press conference thing too.
Okay.
At the press conference, he was mostly saying, and I think we might have Logan Paul Gunter at WrestleMania. Don't hold me to that, but because he's like, listen, man, if this guy thinks that he's gonna fight me and take I'm gonna, he's gonna put the beats on him. So, or you could have Logan Paul as the world heavyweight champion, because it ain't gonna be WWE champion. It's not happening. I refuse. I refuse
Give him,
that.
give him that David Arquette belt.
Yeah, even though it's not the same lineage. Yeah, like this is a brand new made up belt because they could beat the tribal chief. Anyway,
Right.
it's like the number two belt. The
Mm-hmm.
number two's championship.
Yep.
Speaking of number two, as referred to by Roman Reigns at one point, but not now because he's the QB. We have the American Nightmare, Codius Rhodes, and he beat Kevin Owens, and I gotta say, barely. There was a lot of shenanigans,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of shenanigans, a lot of ref bumps.
2
Cody
ref
did
bumps.
say he's gonna do what he has to do.
Mm-hmm.
So the chair crossroads, I think you do what you got to do. The ref didn't see nothing, and he would have won anyway. He would have retained aneway if he got disqualified.
And within the letter of the law of the WWE rule book, he, like, even if the ref had seen it, he didn't hit Kevin Owens with the chair. He dropped Kevin Owens onto the chair. It's like if you hit someone's head into the steel steps, it's not illegal. If you hit someone with the steel steps, it's illegal. It's all about what is in motion. In this case, Kevin Owens was the one in motion.
Kevin Owens put the chair in play, not
that
Cody.
too. That too. That the refs will sometimes take into consideration. It's like, well, you did it to yourself. So that they'll sometimes take into consideration. But either way, we saw ref number 1 get knocked out. We saw ref number 2 get knocked out. Cody hits Crossroads onto the chair. Ref number 1, that was I'm pretty sure that was Charles Robinson.
Charles Robinson took care of it, but he
Yep.
counted the pin from the outside. Is that legal?
Yes.
Okay.
That's happened a few times before. Like sometimes, rarely, a ref will if a pinfall is happening near a rope, the ref will actually slide outside to get the angle to see the shoulders and make sure nothing is crossing the line of the rope.
I've seen this before, so I'm just making sure everybody knows because,
Mhm.
like, I'm pretty sure I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Um.
Not often, but it happens.
Oh, okay. Post wrestling shenanigans. Kevin Owens comes back, and he package pile drives Cody Rhodes, and that's like a big thing. So now Cody's out, allegedly, and Kevin Owens was leaving with the belt, and he got into a physical altercation with Triple H. Like Triple H put hands on him. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Like, are we going to have litigation? You know, is Kevin Owens going to have like a fake lawyer or something? Because something's got to come from this. It's going to obviously be a rematch.
Well, you saw the video where Kevin Owens was at WWE headquarters. He put his picture over Cody's face, right?
Yeah, I mentioned it in the top of the show. Also,
Yes.
he was at the press conference with the belt.
That, and after he put his face over Cody's, he went to find Triple H's office. I'm going to presume that he found it and that something was discussed. Terms of which, TBD.
Well, it's probably going to be something for, would it be from, they can't, I don't know. Can they do that on Monday Night Raw, January 6th? They could probably do whatever they want, but he's the SmackDown champion. So the card's already kind of packed. The main event at first was supposed to be, was mentioned to be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Now they're saying it's Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa for the Tribal Chief.
Well, Tribal Combat, that's a very high profile match.
And The Rock has to show up. The Rock, it's the first Monday Night Raw on Netflix. The Rock is going to be there.
Yep, gotta be. I feel like this is definitely a big show. I wonder how long this episode of Raw is going to be.
3 hours, I think.
Given the old school overage, I feel like 3.5 wouldn't even really be pushing it. I think they could do 3.5 hours just for the first episode.
You got to remember, dude, there's no commercials. It's different.
True.
So that time is being filled in. So really, you don't have to make it longer.
That's true.
You know, unless Doc Wood, they're gonna do the shit they do with the damn pay-per-views. You know, with their ads and shit. You know what I mean? So we don't know the format yet. We don't know how it's gonna be.
I hope they don't do that.
Yeah, like you could do your little like, hey, look at us. It's the New Day. Well, maybe not now since they can't even change in the locker room after what they did to Big E. But you know, Alpha Academy going here, buy this stuff. What amazing, you know.
But
But
really doing Chad Gable proud there.
Well, I guess we could speak on that. All of a sudden it's American Made versus Otis, Tozawa, and Maxine. Now they're doing that, which is weird because they should have been doing that. That's usually the thing, like right after. You make your new thing and you go take care of your business.
I feel like this was it was actually done in a little bit of a natural way because pretty much as soon as Gable turned heel on them and brought in the Creeds, actually right before he brought in the Creeds, was the attack by the Wyatts. Then there was a feud with the Wyatts. Now Alpha Academy has had time to do something, and Gable's like, well, you guys haven't really done shit, have you? Meanwhile, he built up Alpha American Made, right?
Yeah.
Even though he keeps losing matches, but he built
Remember
up
when
American
American
Made.
Made became tag team champions? Oh, that's right.
Right.
Because they fucking didn't.
Right.
Remember when
Right.
Ivy Nile, she's in the Intercontinental Championship tournament? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the point here. I don't understand what did they get from the Wyatt feud? Like what changed? He was always the same.
They got nothing from the Wyatt feud, honestly. But I think the thinking of Gable in this scenario is that Ivy was in the tournament and the Creeds have had matches. Otis, Tozawa, Maxine, 0 for 3. So I feel like after losing all the matches that American Made has lost, Gable's now like, well, these guys haven't done anything, and I kind of we kind of beat them in when we broke off from them. Let's rekindle that. Let's get our momentum back. So
Let's
that's
get
kind
our
of why
momentum back by bullying these guys who can't win either.
bullies are going to bully. Bullies lift themselves up by pushing other people down, and that's what Gable's doing again.
Yeah, he didn't learn shit. All
Nope.
right. Well, great. Well, here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. That being said, the final testament, still high off of their victory over the Wyatt Six. We'll see if that means anything. I think we might be seeing the sixth member eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's important. Also, the Miz wants out and he can't.
Right.
Like, because Cross says it's not over
Mm-hmm.
because they laid hands on his girl and they
Mm-hmm.
laid hands on his friend.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not over. I
Not
don't
that
know what
easy.
that means. No, it's not. It's not
Yeah,
that easy.
just like, listen, Miz, you're gonna follow us around. You're gonna do what we say. You're gonna go talk to Adam Pearce and get yourself a match with, who was it?
Dexter
Loomis.
Loomis's
Yeah,
character.
yeah, Shaw.
Yeah.
So interesting that thread is being followed. Even if that promo wasn't acknowledged by WWE, that thread is at least being followed. So I'm good with
Yeah,
that.
there's a lot of confusing stuff. I don't know when stuff is recorded or what is happening. They're doing a lot of double tapings now for the holidays.
Hmm.
So who the hell knows?
Yeah, I think everything since just before Thanksgiving, has been taped in advance.
Yeah, I guess so. All righty. We're gonna transition to the next thing. Charismatic Ricochet. Just real quick about AEW. So apparently he was trying to get into the Hurt business this time.
Mm.
They're called
Hmm.
the Hurt Syndicate.
Right.
And Bobby Lashley deboed him and he was like, or it was an MVP. MVP like took the card out of his hand and tore it up
Hmm.
and like basically told him to kick rocks. And he left. Like he was dressed in like that outfit he was wearing,
Hmm.
like trying to get in with them, which is funny because they wanted him to join them before.
Hmm.
So, because apparently he's trying some new things. I think he's a heel now, maybe because he's even said in an interview that there would be no AEW if it wasn't for Ricochet, which is kind of weird. He did say that though.
I don't think any word of that statement has any merit.
No, it's not. But we're gonna keep that just in case. Remind ourselves of Ricochet. Remind us of who he once was at
Mhm.
one point in his life. All right, so I found an article or heard about it. I don't remember what my mindset was. Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. There's gotta be a way to.
Dark mode.
Oh Jesus. It's not me. It's ESPN. All
I
right, let
know.
me take off my glasses so the glare doesn't get to the. Ah, this might be the best lighting. I might use this thing to set the rest of the thing. All right, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna share the screen.
Excellent.
All right, here we go. Shit, I can't even read that from there. I'm gonna have to read it from here. All right, so number 30, Yuma Anze. He is from AJPW.
All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, there we go. All Japan Pro Wrestling. Look at you, the smart mark over here. All right, number 30. Great. I don't know who he is, but he's pretty good.
This is ESPN's 30 under 30 for wrestling, by the way. In case you said it and I didn't hear for some reason. Because
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
So for number, okay, so he didn't have a ranking for last year. He's 25.
Mm-hmm.
So next we have Dragon Lee at number 29
Mm-hmm.
at the age of 29. Last year, I'm assuming he was 28 and he was ranked 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next, yeah,
I feel like AEW was showcasing him better. He's gotten a little bit of here, a little there. Go from NXT and then LWO. And what are they doing? Why are they there?
I feel like
Okay.
it's a lot of stuff we don't get to see on TV.
Mm.
A lot of main events, maybe like house shows, maybe some speed.
Yeah, I
Um,
love Dragon Lee. I think he is absolutely fantastic. I agree that he is the future of Lucha Libre. Uh, I need him showcased. Just
well,
put him in a feud.
it's gonna be great when Penta kicks the shit out of him.
Yes.
I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure on Raw was it? There was like a little vignette kind of thing with a 0 and a
Yep.
cross through it. I think that's him.
Mm.
I could be wrong.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh,
I,
you
I
didn't?
kind of just wrote it down 0 vignette and didn't think anything else of
Oh,
it.
you
But
didn't think about that? That's what I thought immediately. I thought that's got to be it, right? It's got to
I,
be. And then when it's not, fuck.
yeah,
Oh, does he show up on Netflix? Because Triple H said this is gonna be crazy, like things we've never seen before is gonna be on Raw Netflix. So,
I can't, January 6th can't come soon enough. That's my Christmas day.
wow. Okay, me too, sort of. All
Big
right,
statement. I know.
number 28. Also, age 28. This is
Mm,
crazy. How do they decide these things? Shun Skywalker. Maybe he likes Star Wars. He's from Dragon Gate, and he was not ranked last time. Apparently, he's co-founder of the Z-Brats stable. I wonder if he likes Dragon Ball Z.
mm.
Probably.
And bratwurst.
Yeah. All right, let's move on then. Jamie Hayter, 27. The
Looks like that's 29. Oh,
first,
sorry. Rank 27. You're right. All right. I'm gonna have another sour candy.
you're
Break.
not gonna be able to sleep. You get your sugar high. It's gonna be crazy. All right, so while you're stuffing your gourd, Jamie Hayter at 27, age 29. This is the first big fall off because last year she was ranked 19. This year she just came back. And also, like, she's kind of, I don't know, I feel like she's faded into the background. You wouldn't know she's been back for so long. And we don't know if she's 100% anyway. Um, let's see. We'll wait till you're done muted, and then you can like talk about that if you want.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype for Jamie Hayter when she first came in. And she had her title run and this, that, and the other. She got hurt, came back. And I feel like there's just a lot more going on in the AEW women's division. And that a lot of women are getting lost in the shuffle, even women that are or were at the top of the card, and it's hurting Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, so much hate, hurting the hater one.
That's right.
Number 26, new on the list at the age of 23, Julia Hart. Good.
Yes, she has shown so much promise, so much really, really good character work as part of the House of Black, and I love it.
That's right, Rich Torres. She's come back again
Mm-hmm.
recently, so she's in the mix again. Next, we have Utami Hayashishita. Best I can do. That's the best you're gonna get, the most unoffensive way. She's new here. Big. She's a former big rookie for World Stardom. Is now one of Marigold's marquee talents. So, well, I can't wait to see her on NXT and then
Mm.
WWE. Gabe Kidd, age 27. No rank from last year. He's in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
23, Yuba Ayagi. The O is
I would,
silent.
I
O is
think
silent.
that might be
Or,
Aoyagi, but I
okay.
could be wrong as well.
Or Yagi. I don't know. Either way, he's new here and he's from All Japan Wrestling, Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
We're ignorant in these ways. Also, podcast is like an hour. So
Yeah.
next, Logan Paul at number 22. He fell off from rank 10 last year. Logan Paul, what do you think of that? Not in the top 10, but number 22.
So not quite in his prime anymore, would you say?
Oh my God. Next up, 21. Wheeler Yuta.
Yep. It took a while for him to grow on me, but seeing his in-ring work, it is just solid. I need better mic work, but good.
He
I like
only
him.
went down one because he was 20 last year.
Mhm.
Now he's 21.
Yeah, I'd say that's essentially consistent.
Okay, so Roxanne Perez, number 20. She fell down a little bit. Oh, no, never mind. She wasn't ranked before. She's only 23. Good for you.
Bright future.
Okay, we know you're a Roxanne Perez hater.
Not a hater, just nah.
Mascara Dorada 2.0. She's got no photo here. I'm assuming she wears a mask.
He.
He really? Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay, yeah. He is in CMLL and AEW. Oh, I
Mhm.
know him. All right. No rank from last year. Next, Tiffany Stratton.
Mhm.
New on the list. The age 25.
Mhm. Big upside. She's got a tremendous future as long as her in-ring work continues to improve. Yes, solid.
Cash that bitch in Elimination Chamber. Do it.
Mhm. Edge style.
All right. So Hook, number 17. AEW. Last rank, nothing. So he's new on here.
Mhm.
Jordan
Kind of
Grace.
surprising.
Yeah.
He's been performing in AEW for over a year.
I guess he didn't make the list. Maybe they didn't think he was that impressive.
Mm.
Jordan Grace, 28.
I can't believe she's not 30 yet.
I
Fantastic.
know, right? She was 24 last year.
Mhm.
So she came up.
Yeah.
Next, we have Austin Theory. This is
Mhm.
surprising. Last year, he was ranked 3. So this has to be the biggest fall off then.
So last year he was U.S. champ. I think. Was it last year or the year before?
I remember
Either.
him failing to become U.S. champion, cashing in on Seth Rollins, but he was a United States champion.
Yeah, there was a whole thing where he was like Vince's protege kind of thing, and Vince was completely fucking with
That
him the whole
was
time.
like 2
I know.
years ago.
Right, but maybe
I think.
last year's list was probably based on that as well.
Maybe. All right. Well, he's also a guy with a bright future. I would thought he was
Tremendously.
younger than 27, but that makes sense.
Still young as hell. He's like 8 years from the average prime.
Look, I'm not saying anything about people being old. All right. I
Mm.
won't do that. All right. Chris Statlander at 14. Not ranked on the last one. Okay. I think that's good.
Bright
Eho.
future. She's got a good amount of experience, and she also got a bright future. Is better with the character work.
True. El Hijo del Vikingo. Now, he was ranked 4
Hmm.
last year. Now he's ranked 13. I think this is a little bit more appropriate than last year. So, look, I get it. You're just yelling at me. What are you? You just watch that other. You don't watch him. You don't know. It's like, okay, well, it's not my fault. Damn. All right.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
yeah. I've seen him in AEW, and he's great. He is very impressive. For
It's
like,
amazing what he can do, but I need
yeah,
more than that.
exactly. He needs to for the more typical WWE fan, he needs to slow it down a little. If you notice, there's like a rhythm, there's a cadence to a match. There's this, the this, the this, the this, and he goes a lot faster than that, which is great and it's impressive. And I haven't seen him miss a beat. He's very, very good. For the American audience, he can slow it down every now and then, speed up, but whatever.
See, the whole speed thing, that doesn't affect me. My issue is I need something from you so I can care.
Yeah.
Like, where's like who are you, dude? Like, what's going on here? I
Mhm,
know you're the son of Vikingo, whoever that is. It could be a
mhm.
Pokemon for all I know. But you know what I mean? I need more than that. I need to know why what's going on here. But in the presentation in AEW, when he
Mhm.
was there, wasn't great. I'm sure in AAA, there's more to know. You know
Of
what I
course.
mean? And I don't have that information.
Right. Of course, there is possibly a language barrier issue. He probably cuts promos in Mexico, but not so much in AEW.
That wouldn't affect me. I'd understand them.
See?
I just can't speak it very well. All
See?
right. Next we have Kaito Kiyomiya. Sure. Last year he was ranked 21. He's 28. Yeah, he's from Noah and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Okay.
Cool, cool, cool.
All right. I'm confused here. Braun
Hmm.
Breaker is at 11. Last year he was at 6. What's the deal here? Now, when I keep going, I'm like, why is this guy ahead of Braun Breaker? Why is this guy ahead of Braun Breaker? That's
And I,
crazy to me.
I think, I think all of those statements would be valid. Braun
That
has dude's tremendous. Like he's really good. He's a good, quick learner. You don't see someone so young and essentially new to the business, despite being second generation, come out and just be like, and just go directly towards the role of tweener. That is that's difficult territory to maintain.
I'm trying to figure this out. Like, what's bad about Braun Breaker? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the downside here? He's got nothing but upside. This befuddles Basement Chair. I don't understand.
Well, let's see what the rest of the list looks like. See if we can make
There's
some
got to
sense
be
out of
some
it.
heavy hitters up here, right? There's
Like,
got to be some. These guys got to be the best of the best, right? The cream of the crop.
yeah, I feel I would put Braun Breaker probably top 5, but I don't have like an age list of everyone in front of
For
me. So,
me, it's number one. Would be Braun Breaker.
hmm
Let's see what's number.
number 10,
Shoto Umino.
Umino. All right, I have heard of him. Haven't
Same
seen
age
him
as
in
Braun
AEW or anything.
Breaker. Apparently, he's the amalgamation of John Moxley and Tanahashi.
Okay.
On paper, that sounds interesting. So wait, what does that mean? Does that mean he also doesn't like talking? Like I don't.
Maybe he likes to keep his belt in a bag.
I'm
No.
about to read number 9 and not throw up.
Ha!
How the fuck do you have Daniel Garcia over Braun Breaker?
I'm with you on this.
This doesn't make any sense. What are you basing this off of? Let's just read what it says for a second. This is the one I want to read. The Buffalo native might have endeared himself to fans with his dancing comma, run as pure ROH pure champion and feud with Brian Danielson Bryanson in 2023. But he dropped the fun and turned up the edge in
You think you know him?
2024. I don't, apparently. Garcia takes things to another level with his passionate promos and matches with MJF and Jack Perry, the latter of which resulted in his first TNT championship reign. In a crowded scene in AEW, Garcia has emerged as a constant, able to work comedy and go to another realm when pushed. Caldwell, you weird prick. There's no way. This is ridiculous. This is insane.
I think I know. I have a theory here. I wonder if people hear his slight. Okay. Now, if you know a New Yorker, you know a New York accent. But if you're not from New York, you hear Garcia and you're like, oh, he's got a New York accent. And us New Yorkers are like, where? There's a little bit. I wonder if people hear his New York accent when he cuts his promos and they think that's edge. They think that's edgy and intense. And I'm just like, bro,
It's
go
like
back
me and
upstate.
Eddie Kingston. It's like me and Eddie Kingston. Like, this guy, I know this person.
Yeah.
Like, my whole life. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. I'll say this. Garcia's in-ring work is great. His mic work sucks.
Not him specifically, guys. I'm talking like his type.
Yeah.
All right.
His mic work definitely below that of Braun Breaker.
I don't understand. All right. I can see who's next. And again, Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher is not better than Braun Breaker. I'm sorry. It's just, no. Last year, he wasn't ranked.
Mm-hmm. I would say another one. In-ring work is great. Mic work, nowhere near Braun.
Man, these guys must have sat around a table, like, laughing at each other. All right. Next,
Meltzer.
What does he have to do with this?
It's all AEW. I think Meltzer put this list together, and these people just wrote the thing.
Please. Well, I don't know, because they all have signed off from people. It's this Coppinger person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be a nom de plume for Meltzer. I don't know.
Perry, I would say top 15, not top 10. Top 15.
These
Perry's good.
Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, though. All right. Konosuke Takeshita. I really thought he was 30 at least already. So I was close.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like him, but I don't think he's better than Braun Breaker. I don't understand this list.
Another one. Solid in ring work.
Yeah, like,
I need personality. Your personality can't be, oh, you're managed by Don Callis.
I think you need to watch more of him because he's in there. He's decent, but he's not better than Braun Breaker.
Right. I agree. Definitely.
This whole thing is going to be like, he's not better than Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Mariah May, number 5. Now, you could argue she is the AEW Women's Champion.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's better than Braun Breaker. Also,
Nope.
You can't compare it because they're different genders. So I'm not trying to say they're going to fight each other, but I don't see it. I just don't. I don't understand.
Her character work is good.
She's pretty.
She's very pretty. Like obviously the aesthetics are there. In ring
work
work
hard.
is good. I think Breaker's better.
Same. All right, Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Still only 28. That's incredible.
I'll give you. She belongs there. That's fine.
Yeah.
She was ranked 2 last time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like this year's booking not as good as last year's, but that's not her fault. She's doing the best she can here, so that's cool.
There was also the shoulder injury.
Yeah, a lot of things could derail you, but she's a movie star, man. She can be a movie star.
Yeah, I'm good with Rhea in top 5.
Yeah. Tony Storm, number 3.
She's not 30 yet. That's incredible too.
Yeah. Last year she was ranked 16. She moved up. She's back now. Timeless Tony Storm. I don't think that's gone. Because on Collision, or was it Rampage? One of the two, she was interviewed, and it was like she just got there.
Mm-hmm.
That she's happy to be in AEW, and
Mhm.
it's like, okay, so she's still crazy.
Yeah, she was interviewed by RJ City, and he's like, "What about your 3 title reigns?" And she's like, "It's too early for me to talk about becoming champion. I just got here. It was great. I love it."
This is gonna be interesting.
Tony Storm is a great example of great in-ring work and great character work.
Yeah,
Knocking it out of the park.
I'll put her there. That's fine. I mean, I still think Rhea Ripley's slightly better
There's
because
a
like
little
she's got a better physique and like the presentation's better. You know what I mean? And it's not like I'm saying leaps and bounds. I'm saying in this list, like it's fine the way it is, I guess. That's what I'm saying. But I think you could swap them if you wanted to, and no one would be mad.
yeah. It'll be the same debate either way.
Number 2, MJF. Also not better than Braun Breaker. Okay? Okay? And like his recent stuff is kind of, although this is not based on his recent stuff, obviously, it's a bit, although he did have a fun segment where he roasted Adam Cole. Like, remember when Adam Cole, like, basically killed Karrion Kross live on television in front of everyone on the microphone?
Yep.
Yeah. This was worse. Like, this dude did like a feed the children on Adam Cole. Like, I'll try to find it, but he put a picture of him. Like, it's altered, obviously. He's like this. He's all like skinny, and his head is a little bit bigger, and he's orange, like a little bit. And it's like he's making fun of his tan and his physique.
That is great.
All right. I mean, I guess. All right. Who do we think number 1 is? Who haven't we seen on the list? I want to know. I know who number 1 is.
Under 30.
I want you to get. It's probably pretty easy since you haven't seen him here yet. I gave it away because it's a male. You're gonna slap yourself in the forehead when you don't get it.
I probably am. I wasn't. I clearly wasn't prepared for this. Under 30, male.
So it makes it fun.
Better not be Eddie Thorpe. I know it's not Eddie Kingston.
It's definitely not Eddie Thorpe, who, by the way, is not the
Under 30.
NXT champion. Just for the record, it's fine.
Good.
Good.
Who's under 30? Who's under 30? Who's under 30?
Do you need like clues? Because I think any clue I give you is just going to give you the answer. I don't know any clues I can give you.
What show?
Raw.
Raw, male under 30.
Yep.
Can't be Braun Breaker because he's number
We
11.
already talked about.
I'm just making sure. Because
I had a
he
whole
could be on the
thing.
list twice.
It's
Not.
yeah,
It's
that would
it's
be
not
cool.
Charlotte. It's not Charlotte.
Charlotte didn't even wrestle really last year.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, male on Raw under 30. Male on Raw under
Crazy.
30. I'm gonna kick myself. I'm not giving up yet, but
Okay.
I feel like I'm not producing good content. Just sitting here racking my brain thinking about it. So like the that part of me wants to just. Oh, wait a second. It's Dominic, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm playing with my
Only because
mustache.
what? So I wasn't picking up on that. I'm reading the headline there. 30 under theory. Mysterio. Oh, okay. It's on the screen. But like I saw
You fucking
Mysterio.
cheated.
Oh no, wait, no. I didn't read the rest of that headline. I saw Mysterio. I'm like, Dominic.
Well, who else is it going to be? Ray, you idiot.
Now what? But like I said, I didn't read the rest of that
Can you
headline. That
imagine?
just made me think. That just made me think of him. Like I didn't read the rest of that headline.
Yeah, you're an idiot, by the way.
I am an idiot. I am an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot. You just didn't think about Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, there's no way that motherfucker's 30. Like
No, he's a kid.
27.
Good. You know, dude has the brightest of bright futures. He has studied under all the good wings, right? He's on such a great track. He keeps delivering solid performances. And part of this solid performance is being bad on the mic. That's part of his shtick. I love it. I love it.
I don't even know if he's that bad anymore. Like, because when can you get a full sentence out anyway?
Exactly.
So, and he was ranked 5 last year, so he moved up.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Not to mention he's gotten more bad tattoos between then and now.
I don't think he's better than Braun Breaker, but he is in the way that he's successful. He doesn't wrestle that much,
Mhm.
really.
Mhm.
Like when he does, it's he'll tag up. I mean, he wrestled Gunter. People were cheering for him a little bit. So and he can wrestle. Like he
Mhm.
can wrestle his ass off. He's got that pedigree.
Yep.
And sky's the limit. So yeah, good for him. But yeah, there's a lot of head scratchers on here, I gotta say. All right, so since that's done, no longer blind here.
All right.
Fuck, put my glasses on. So if anything, I do know how to read. I just couldn't see the commas because my glasses was off. So just for the record. So what do you guys think of the 30 under 30? You can go ahead and write it down there.
Let us know down below.
Yeah. So yeah, unless there was something else, it's been an hour. It's been an hour, Basement Bookers podcast, baby. And it's
Mhm.
time to get to the editing bay. So yeah.
Yep. Let us know what you thought of ESPN's 30 for 30. Our comments on the list. Where would
30
you put?
under 30.
That's the
30
one.
for
30
30 is their
They also,
documentary.
you know what I mean. They do. Listen, it's all ESPN, right? 30 for 30, 30 under 30, 30 and 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, whatever. All the 30s. ESPN got their list. What'd you think? Where do you put Braun? Where do you put what was the name? Chris Statlander. Where you put Julia Hart? And which of them does Charlotte Flair cash in on? Right? All of that. Let us know what you thought of what the hell? What was it? Saturday night's main event. It's been a long one. All right.
I mean,
Let's
let me tell you something about that list, buddy. All right.
yeah.
Some of that list,
Mhm.
that should have been on CTE ESPN. Okay. You got hit in the head. You got taking up protect chair shots. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Go ahead. I had to get that out.
Yeah. So what did you think of the list? And Saturday night's main event and Raw and SmackDown. Let us know down below. And Jer's got a party message.
The match of life is scheduled for one fall. So make it count.
And do what the man says.
Follow the Bookers.
And if we don't have an episode before Christmas, which is on Wednesday, if you celebrate it,
Merry Christmas.
if not, enjoy your Chinese food. You know, whatever.
Happy
Bye.
holidays, everyone.
Yeah, there we go.